Hey guys, it's Tasha with Tasha Backyard Garden, located in Mississippi Zone 8B, right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And let's do a garden tour. Look at that. I started that from seed, guys. Seed. No idea they would get so huge and gorgeous. That's the whole of basil, chili peppers, lemon balm, chamomile. And these strawberries, I didn't mean for it to get this much out of control. It started off with 10. You can tell the difference in the foliage. Those are light, all the new. Those were my original ones. There's a basil in there. And all this that look kind of sad, but it's going to perk back up. I went to my second plant exchange, and these were my babies that I brought home. Looking for perennials that'll come back every year. And I got some. Guys. So I'm excited about that. This is the Brass Atomic Grape. They're beautiful. Dancing with Smurfs. We have two of them. And they're dancing. Let me back up. Show you guys this bed. And I do notice that the potato leaves, they tend to be the ones that look like they're trying to catch a disease and dots and the spots on it. We also still have some peas to pick, but they're coming to the end. They're starting to look a little sad. Cucumbers, more tomatoes everywhere you look. And they're all doing great. Dill. These two are mystery tomatoes. I did narrow it down to make a sign of what I think they might be. They may be Korean Long, Jarson, Black Beauty, or Chadwick. But either way, they're doing great. More tomatoes. Let's peep over here at the junk fence. These were just leftover cucumbers we put over there. Flowers. I am so excited that I actually decided to invest in planting these flowers. More leftover cucumbers. Orange hat. Look how loaded that is. And hubby built this for my tools, and of course it's supposed to be for the tools. And I've already threw some tomatoes over here. That's my fat frog that I thought would be tiny like these. But Fat Frog is living up to his name. He's fat. Let's get back over here. Look at my squash bed. This is on a squash pallet. We're harvesting squash right after this video. And look, there's so much more coming. They're coming in. Look at that one. We're definitely picking it. Long white Paramo. I looked at a few videos and saw that it could get huge. So I decided to let it go. But we're picking it today. And we're going to take that one too. We also have, look at that, gray squash to harvest. Where is it? Gray zucchini. I have to look back at my paperwork. I believe it's gray zucchini. There's actually two, but I noticed this one is a little lighter than that. Same plant, same forage, but they look different. Some extra cucumbers I threw in there. But look at this. Look at this pepper bed. There's 9 peppers in here. Jalapenos with 3 Tabasco. This white stuff on it was some kind, I believe, Captain Jack's antifungal. I sprayed on it after we had about 3 days of rain. So that's not anything going on. It's something I put on it. Extra pepper. Look at that. Got another squash I need to put out. This deal got to go. It is outrageously big. But behind it, we have the Kajara Minnow. Nothing yet, but it's fine. Cucumbers are showing out. They're showing out. We got to harvest quite a few today. They're up in there, and we're getting them out today. This lemon cucumber is pretty. A lot of foliage, but I don't see nothing going on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But as long as it's green, there's another one coming. If it's green, we're keeping it. Let's cut across from the pallet garden. Let's stay up top to the wood garden. first look at these on my patio. These are moringa trees. Supposed to be a good herb substitute. Supposed to be packed with nutrition. But so far that's all the big they got. But this eggplant, look at that. Last year, 2 plants, and I only got 2 eggplants, and I didn't get them until like September. I'm definitely gonna have eggplants early. This is the bed that I did the video with my firstborn grand. Everything looked tiny and she was still trying to put more in there. I'm glad I stopped her, but it's filling out great. She even got some basil in there. I removed her tomatoes, but don't tell her. She had a tomato in there. And that's the creeping Jenny from the first plant exchange. That's doing great. Now over here, ooh, y'all should have stopped me. Y'all should have just came and got my seeds. Nasturtium, this bed is all Roma. We have San Maria, I believe it's that one. San Marzano. And they're all, I don't know, look kind of stringy. I guess that's how they're supposed to look. But I wish they were stronger and I didn't have to tie so much twine. I know there's no more twine in any of the local stores because it's all in my garden. That's a pepper. I think it's giant macarena. I'm gonna have to look at them. Look at the old pictures and tell you guys the name. These are all doing great, y'all. These are all beef steaks. And they beefing. These beef steaks are beefing. I believe that's a Mr. Stripey. Big Rainbow. These are richness minnows. And it's not doing as good. And I know it's because of all this celery. But look at this celery, guys. Look at that celery. I'm growing celery. I don't know when I'm supposed to harvest it, but I'm growing celery. Those onions, they're not forming any bulbs, but we're gonna leave them a little while. These are all peppers. Cubanella, I believe was the name. And they're doing their thing. They're growing. Another melon, I did see one on here earlier. I did see one. We're gonna come back and look for it later. But look at this. This is a cucumber that I thought was also a tiger melon. So I put it over here. We're harvesting today, y'all. I'm getting all these out of here today. But this cabbage, I wish you guys could see it. It's huge. But like today, it's supposed to get up to like 87. So I'm not sure if it stands a chance, but I don't have the heart to pull it. It's trying to form a head. Taking up too much space in my garden, but for now I'm gonna leave her. She's huge. Huge. Here go a smaller one. I probably pull that one. But we're gonna leave this big one. But that's my original first bed I ever had right here. And behind there is sugar cube cantaloupe and some more. I believe these are grape-like tomatoes, Juliet on that end. And let's see, Mr. Stripey and Burr-Noah on this end with some more peppers. This bed, we just added this purple basil. This pepper is a cayenne pepper. Marigolds, I don't know why on the groups I'm on, they like marigolds are common and they don't like marigolds because I love them. The sturgeon finally coming up. Well, I found my coffee. Another tomato. These are leftover collard greens I decided to leave for a trap crop. Look at this bed. A few extra strawberries. Eggplants. Basil, kohlrabi, which is getting huge. I'm so ready to pull it. But I also want to see what it is. This bed. Basil. There go my lavender. These also came from the plant exchange. Black Susan, So I stuck them right there on the back of the bed. Lemon balm, another tomato. This tomato was the one that I thought wasn't gonna make it. It was looking so sad, but it had flowers, so I stuck it over here and it's producing. So blue spice basil, that's pretty. So after I put one, then I discovered we had this one, which was hiding under some carrots, and it grew real fast. So if we already had two, I might as well add some more. We have something called Shaybrook. Those also came from the plant exchange. And my bed I just revamped. It was my tea bed. Now it's my Aunt Molly ground cherry bed. Look at that. We got 5 in there. Lunchbox peppers, more micro tomatoes, thyme, oregano. And those are carrots that I'm going to have the grand blessings to come out and pull one day this week. I think they're ready. And I also found out that I'm what you call a chaos gardener. I'm fine with that. I'm a chaos gardener. These are my watermelon, early girl watermelon. There's 1, 2, some greens that need to be pulled. Lemon basil or lemon balm, not sure, but it smells like lemon. As you should figure out by now, I'm a new gardener. I've been gardening a year, but this is my 2nd season. So any advice is welcome. I will listen, and I'll even try it. But I'm still new. This is my Jack and the Beanstalk that my grandkids call it. And we're definitely harvesting beans off it today. Some more in there. Cucumbers. I was going to say nothing, but I see one. I think these are white spine and white wonder. These tomatoes are doing great. I'm not going to even try to pronounce this name, but it's a white tomato, which means it's going to stay green. It's not going to turn red, and they're producing. I stuck this little tomato plant over here because I just told you I found out I'm a chaos gardener and I don't trash anything. But the zinnias are gorgeous. They're doing their thing. And we cut across. Let's do the back before we get to the arch. We got a tomato ready. This is a sweet 100 that I thought would be a lot bigger, but I'm sure it's because of the pot I got it in. Look at this bed. There's 5 tomatoes in it, and they're doing great. It took a lot of soil to fill these beds. I think this one is Big Daddy. No, that's the Big Daddy over there. And it has a lot of tomatoes. This one is Cherry Bomb. Look at those seedlings. Pretty much a repeat of the other bed. I'll have to do something. This space is gone to be able to walk through here. Look at this pepper. They're doing great. I didn't show you the front of this one. Look at these clusters. But I actually got an egg. Look at this, Lesser, L-E-S-Y-A pepper. It's already got one. And this is my pepper bed. Look at that zinnia. That's gorgeous. That zinnia is gorgeous. These are all bell peppers, sweet peppers. And they're coming. This one is Ozark Giant. This one is Yellow Monster Bell. They're coming. Look at that. Look, that's another Ozark Giant. That one's a little behind. Anaconda. I know I'm butchering these names. Emerald Giant. And look at this one. Now, this one's showing out. I'm so excited. It was like the end of the season. Like September, October last year before I got peppers and the few eggplants. But I'm being blessed this year. See all this foliage. This is so much greenery for me not to have been pulled not one single cucumber from it. Not one. It's happy, so I guess they're on their way. Look at these peas we're harvesting today. I just threw sweet peas everywhere that was open. My spearmint's doing great. I see action back here. I see action. I see some action. If I put this coffee down, I see you, B. I'm just showing my friends a little picture. I'm not trying to stop you from doing your job. There go one. I might just go ahead and pick that one today. But I found one. Look at that one. Yeah, we're doing a lot of harvesting. And these tomatoes. That was a random pepper. I'm not even sure what kind. I just put it in there and it's growing. I think it's a bell pepper though. They're up in there. Tomatoes are in there and they're happy. Eggplant. Maybe I need to fertilize these. They're a little light complected in the greens compared to the other ones. But these are Sugar Rush Peach. It could just be this plant blocking them from the sun. And the arch. Look at my arch, guys. When hubby built this arch, it was right before it got cold and I could see the snow. But when I looked out, the snow was turning into greenery and I saw this right here. I could see this. And now it's coming true. Tomatoes. Ping tong eggplant. Look like there might be some flowers coming. We're definitely gonna have eggplants this year. Tomatoes, spicy basil, purple opal basil, another tomato, more flowers. Look at that. No idea what these are. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I thought they were something dragon, snapdragon. That's what someone said they was. But look at this. My first ever sunflower. Yeah, I was mad that my child put these sunflower seeds in my beds, but now, we might keep sunflowers on the list. Another tomato need to be picked. I can hear my bees, guys. I hear the bees. Let's go over to this side. Kind of a repeat. Don't know what these are, but I'm gonna find out. I like them. This bed right here. Basil, random cucumbers that I'm hoping to latch on. I found this over in hubby junk pile and I saw a trellis. I figured these are wrap over here and wrap over here, and by the time they get here I have cucumbers. Dill that need to be removed ASAP. Basil, but this is what I want to show y'all. We're picking these today. Look at that. Look at that banana pepper. And it's full. There's more coming. Also picking these beans. Look at them beans. And that's not it. Look at this. Another cucumber. We're picking this one today because it's been curled up out of the pot. We're picking that one. My basket tomatoes are all doing great. This was supposed to have been cucumbers. All cucumbers. And they're coming. They're in there. I know they hide real good. I saw some more. Here go one we're picking today. I knew it was more. We're picking that one today. And there's more coming up in there. They're in there. But this, we moved this over here so it can have support from the arch, because somehow I planted a squash thinking it was a cucumber. Another pepper. And I think I mentioned this before. This pepper. And then I put another one. I pinched this one. Pinched it because, you know, I watch a video. Like I said, if I see it, I'll try it one time. Not pinching no more of my peppers. I know location, this flower may play a lot, but that one compared to that one, and oh, look at all this lettuce we're picking today. We're harvesting the rest of this lettuce before it starts to taste bitter. But we're not pinching no more peppers. It works for some, but I'm not convinced. See, I'll get a better look at these cucumbers. And they're coming in. That's the one we're taking out today. That one in another day or two. Well, guys, I think this is everything. I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. If my grandma would say, I am just tickled pink. I enjoy it. You guys comment. And I really feel like you guys are just excited to come along as I am. Remember, have fun, plant a seed, and pray. One more thing. At the plant exchange, I got my very first elephant. No. Banana tree. Banana tree. My very first banana tree. I didn't get the elephant here. It looks sad because of the transplant. But hopefully she'll bounce back and be okay. And that's the chamomile we took out the other bed. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, I see something else. I'm gonna let you guys go. But look at that. Lemon drop watermelon. First one I've seen. Look at it. It's so cute. I hope it's pollinated. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember, plant a seed and pray. And of course, have fun. Bye-bye.